Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of cinema's most iconic giants. You guessed it, Godzilla. Ever wondered how this monstrous creature stomped his way into becoming the undisputed king of monsters? Well, grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's journey through the epic saga of Godzilla's rise to fame. We start with a bang. Explosions, roaring, cities crumbling, classic Godzilla moments flashing on the screen. From the grainy black and white scenes of the 1950s to the modern CGI spectacles, Godzilla has been wreaking havoc and saving the world in equal measure. So, what's the deal with this giant lizard? Why has Godzilla captured the hearts and imaginations of audiences for over 6 decades? Today, we're not just talking about the movies, we're exploring how Godzilla became a cultural phenomenon. The birth of Godzilla. Let's rewind to Japan in the early 1950s. The aftermath of World War II left deep scars, both physically and emotionally. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were still fresh in the collective memory. Enter Tomoyuki Tanaka, a producer at Toho Studios. He envisioned a monster that would embody these fears and serve as a metaphor for nuclear destruction. Teaming up with director Ishiro Honda and special effects maestro Eiji Tsuburaya, they brought Gojira to life. The 1954 film isn't just a monster movie, it's a haunting allegory. The plot centers around a prehistoric sea creature awakened by nuclear tests. Godzilla lays waste to Tokyo, symbolizing the uncontrollable destruction of nuclear weapons. When Gojira hit theaters in Japan, it was a massive success, both critically and commercially. The film was later adapted for American audiences in 1956 as Godzilla, King of the Monsters. This version introduced Godzilla to the rest of the world, and the legend began to grow. Evolution of Godzilla through the eras. The early years, known as the Showa era, saw Godzilla transition from a terrifying symbol of destruction to a kind of anti-hero and even a friend to humanity. By the late 60s and 70s, Godzilla was battling other monsters to protect Earth. Fast forward to the 80s, and Godzilla went back to his darker roots. The Heisei era rebooted the franchise with better special effects and more serious storytelling. The Millennium era brought us standalone stories, each with its own take on the Godzilla mythos. Films like Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla Final Wars offered fresh perspectives but met with mixed reactions. In recent years, we've seen a resurgence of Godzilla in Japan with Shin Godzilla in 2016. This film was a critical hit, offering a satirical look at government bureaucracy during disasters. Godzilla's global influence. Of course, we can't talk about Godzilla without mentioning Hollywood's take. The 1998 Godzilla, directed by Roland Emmerich, was controversial. The creature design and departure from the original narrative didn't sit well with fans. Then came Legendary Pictures' MonsterVerse, starting with Godzilla in 2014. These films have done a better job of honoring the source material while introducing Godzilla to a new generation. Godzilla isn't just a Japanese or American icon, he's a global phenomenon. His influence stretches across cultures, inspiring filmmakers, artists, and writers worldwide. Over the years, Godzilla has teamed up with or battled against numerous other monsters. These collaborations extend beyond films into other media. Thematic depth and symbolism. At his core, Godzilla represents the devastating power of nuclear weapons. This theme has been revisited throughout the franchise, reminding us of the consequences of our actions. Godzilla films often tackle environmental issues, like pollution and climate change. In some stories, Godzilla emerges as a force of nature, punishing humanity for its mistreatment of the planet. The Monster Gallery. Friends and foes. One of the coolest aspects of the Godzilla franchise is the roster of other monsters, or kaiju. Mothra, a giant moth deity. King Ghidorah, a 3-headed space dragon. Mechagodzilla, a robotic doppelganger. Each has a unique backstory and significance. Godzilla isn't always the bad guy. Sometimes he teams up with other monsters to face a greater threat. These alliances and rivalries add complexity to his character. Behind the scenes. Making of Godzilla. Creating Godzilla has always been a technical challenge. In the early days, suitmation, an actor in a monster suit, was the go-to method. Let's not forget that iconic roar. The sound was originally created by rubbing a resin-coated leather glove along the strings of a contrabass. Behind every film, there's a story of challenges overcome. Budget constraints often led to creative solutions, like using miniatures and clever camera angles. Godzilla's legacy and cultural significance. So, what's the secret to Godzilla's lasting popularity? It's his ability to evolve with the times while staying true to his roots. Whether it's the thrill of giant monsters battling it out or the deeper messages beneath the surface, Godzilla continues to captivate audiences. Godzilla has inspired countless creators. He's more than a movie monster, he's a muse that transcends mediums. The Godzilla fanbase is passionate and widespread. This community plays a significant role in keeping the franchise alive and thriving. The future of the King of Monsters. What's next for Godzilla? More movies, of course. Rumors of crossovers and reboots keep fans speculating and eager for what's to come. Godzilla offers a platform to explore modern issues like artificial intelligence, bioengineering, and more. For younger audiences, Godzilla can be an introduction to important topics wrapped in an exciting package. Well, there you have it, a journey through the epic rise of Godzilla, the King of Monsters. From his origins as a symbol of nuclear devastation to his status as a global icon, Godzilla has transcended film to become a cultural titan. Personally, I've always been fascinated by how a giant monster movie can carry such profound messages. It's a testament to the power of storytelling. So, what's your favorite Godzilla moment? Do you prefer the classic films or the modern reboots? Let's get the conversation rolling in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and may the King of Monsters watch over you.